Welcome back, Knights of Apollo. What's up, guys? It's Apollo here, and today we've got a Medieval 2 Total War Siege Battle, and this one here is epic. Wait a second, hold on. Have we gone back in time to the year 2015, where I would almost strictly upload Medieval 2 Siege battles? No, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Medieval 2. Yeah, it's actually really good to be back because I took a long break from the game, a break that I needed. I did like 500 plus battles on Medieval 2. I did multiple playthroughs, let's plays, and it's actually really refreshing and really great to be back playing Medieval 2 Total War because I was reminiscing with my good friend, the Ryan King, and if you follow me for a long time, you would know that the Ryan King was my brother in arms when we played these Medieval 2 Siege battles. But we were reminiscing about all the like fantastic siege battles and like epic moments we had playing this game. And honestly, guys, there's nothing out there that if you want the best Medieval 2, or not Medieval 2, if you want the best medieval siege experience, Medieval 2 is the best game. In fact, just siege experience overall compared to any Total War game, this is it. This is the best one they've got. And it's just something about it that makes it feel real. Now, of course, it's not real. It's, there's no way to recreate because like most of the siege battles, you're just holding out until they like starve. But there's just something about it when you're charging through the walls, you're fighting on the walls, there's arrows going everywhere. It seems like soldiers, they're not really, but it seems like they're leaving their units and just fighting everywhere and just killing whoever comes across them. It's got this charm to it and just like freedom. I guess that's the best way to describe it. As an American, freedom. No, but I mean, I expect more Medieval 2 Siege battles in the future. That's all I have to say. I just love this game, and it's a real gem of a battle. So anyways, what do we have here? This is a fantastic siege battle. The ending is really, really good, so you're going to like this one all the way through because, yes, it's a Citadel, and it's only a 2v2, but the players fight for every single inch of this Citadel. Oftentimes when you play Citadel, the defenders will just like defend this only up here, and you got two walls. It's like, why even play Citadel if you're not going to defend the entire base? I hate that. But today you're going to see them defend. So we got two French armies taking on two green factions. We have Milan and the Turks defending this settlement. So let's go ahead and look at the players here. So the first French army, we have Emperor of the Great Unknown. Oh, by the way, the rules for this battle, I'm a little rusty with these Medieval 2 Siege battles. The rules, no rules. How about that for you? Absolutely no rules, so the players are free to bring whatever they want. And the money was 30k versus 45k. I assume 45k for the attackers and 30k for the defenders. But look at that balance of power. Look at that. That is not good for the attackers. Now, Emperor of the Great Unknown, he is a great Medieval 2 player and also a great Medieval 2 Siege player. I remember before he was into sieges, I kind of like got him hooked there. You remember that siege battle, Emperor of the Great? Okay, anyways, but yeah, he's a good player. His ally over here is his name is Ball Scott, also going as the French. Is it Ball Scott or is it Balls Ott? No, I'm just kidding. It's Ball Scott. Anyways, we got a cav charge from Milan charging out here. Milan committed by, I think, Y. And right now I'm thinking, why is he charging out his cav? Because this does not seem like it's going to end very well. Oh, look at the fire arrows coming in. They're getting hit hard. Are they even going to reach any objectives here? Are they going to be able to take out any of the archers? Let's see. No, they break. They break. They killed one guy. They killed one aventurier, and they are now breaking. The other cav unit got caught up here by the noble knights, the noble French knights, who are now keeping these guys well contained and probably going to break these guys. So yeah, that left me thinking, why there? Why? No, I mean, it wasn't a smart move, but it was a good move. I like when defenders don't just sit back and just take it. They tried to go out and deal a very deadly blow to the enemy, but Unfortunately, Emperor of the Great Unknown was ready for it, and that's no surprise there. So over on this side, if we look at Balls, if we look at Ball Scott, I'm just going to call him Scott. He's got a nice force of Lancers. He's got his General's Bodyguard in the mix, so that's pretty cool. Nice little cav force. I don't recommend getting Lancers because they don't have shields, which makes them a little bit easier to arrow fire, which is the leading cause of death for cav. You would think. I mean, oftentimes you would see cav just killed by archers. But yeah, he's got pikemen, he's got Scots Guard, he's got dismounted chivalric knights, so great to see them again, and more pikemen in the back. So a nice mix of pikes, archers, and swords. Now, we didn't really look at Emperor of the Great Unknown's army, but the heart of his army is actually skirmishers. He's got about 4 or 5 units of the Aventurier, and he also has some Scots Guard. And it's really smart to mix the crossbows with the longbows or composite bows of the Scots Guard, because the crossbows are great at firing straight forward, right, and just penetrating armor, but the Scots Guard, they're really good at firing over the walls and hitting the enemy from a distance. So it's really smart to have both types of skirmishing capabilities. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the defenders now. We'll start with Milan since we already checked out their army. So you saw that he had some cav there, which he unfortunately lost. He has 4 units of, is that 4? Wow. 4 units of Italian Spear Militia. Guys, never get Italian Spear Militia. They're no good. They're no good unless you're playing early period. Late period, he's better off just like getting 1 or 2 of Feudal Knights instead of Italian Spears, because they just aren't going to do much for you except absorb ammo. Maybe he was going for that. Still think it's better to get Feudal Knights. So yeah, he's got them. He does have the Genoese crossbowmen, and he does have a nice reserve force in the secondary wall. Dismounted Broken Lancers. I like them. They're a cool unit. Highly upgraded as well. I love the fact that when you upgrade units, they look different compared to the unupgraded units. I think that's so sick. So yeah, let's move on to the Turks. Now, the Turks is another faction that is not fantastic because they're the Janissary Heavy Infantry. They're great historically, but in this game they're not very good. They don't perform as well as they should because of the two-handed glitch that really makes them suffer. So basically they don't do as much damage as they should. But that doesn't mean the Turks aren't going to put up a good fight. By the way, the Turks are commanded by Ranger Johnson. The Turks have some muskets up here. They've got the Janissary Musketeers, and these guys have insane range, and they do insane amount of damage. Look at this. You want to see how crazy their range is? They're right here on the walls. They fired and killed these men from that wall. Now, to be fair, this wall is extremely tall, and it looks so badass. I love this citadel. It's just so epic looking. But yeah, they're very far away, but they were able to land some shots, and they might be in range again. Uh-oh. Did he destroy one of his own towers? I think he did. Come on, balls, Scott. No, okay. Come on, Scott. Got to look out for your own towers, especially in this type of environment where you're going to need multiple siege equipment to scale all these multiple layers of walls. And it does seem like he's trying to already knock down the secondary wall here, which is really smart. Now, we also have some handgunners from the Turks. I wonder if we're going to see some Nafatoons or some Hashari. Is that it? Hasham? I forgot the name of it, but it's basically battlefield assassins. But here we go. It looks like we're finally getting the charge forward here by the French player. He's actually moving up some Aventurier first and some Scots Guard. And that's a little risky because he has no protection for these archers. They could easily charge out and run down these Aventurier. So hopefully he comes up with some kind of protection there. And look at this. I think the Turks are going to go ahead and go for it. Here we go. We got some halberd militia going through the opening that the French destroyed. And they're going to charge around and try to take out the Aventurier. Let's see. Yep, they're going to go for it. They're completely going for it. There they go. Excellent. And there we go. I think we have a couple siege towers scaling the walls currently. Now let's see if the Aventurier, now look at these guys. They are crossbowmen, but they've got some late period armor. They're very, very good. So they're going to be able to withstand and hold against these halberd militia. And yeah, they're gonna slaughter them. So the Turks need to send more. In fact, the Turks, I think he's given up on this. He's like, oh crap, these guys are too good at killing. So he's gonna fall back and go back into the safety of his castle. So yeah, we got a nice little setup there. I think he's scaling the walls over here. Let's see what the Emperor of the Great Unknown is doing. He's going through a nice safe area. This is smart. The reason he's going very far away is because it gives him time to nice and easy run into the siege settlement and not worry about being harassed by the enemy archers. It creates a nice distance so he can avoid losing men carelessly, which is always important. These siege battles are always a battle of attrition. And it's all about who has the strongest force at the final last stand, basically. So here we go. Now we've got the French moving up some Aventuriers. He's got them kind of blobbed up here a little bit. You might want to spread them out because it's an easy target. But look how badass this is. This giant wall in the back there that looks so sick. And then you got the Citadel up on the hill. Ah, man. You know, it'd be cool in Total War if you could like customize your settlements and like build. I guess that would be a little too cheap because you could probably really exploit the game, but I think that would be really cool if you could design your own castles. I think it's awesome. But yeah, you won't see that in the new Total War games. Am I right? But yeah, more and more of the French forces pushing over to this side. And nothing yet in terms of like melee. It's been a big skirmish and a little bit of cav action. Now the Turks are moving up some handgunners, but they're getting hit hard by the French skirmishers. They are landing some hits, but I doubt they're going to do anything productive here. And here comes a nice noble charge by the noble knights. Oh, noble knights. Yes, the French knights, the envy of the medieval world. Also the Swiss Guard, they're a very good unit. I mean, there's a reason why they defended the Pope. So now the Janissary Heavy Infantry, they've had enough of it. They're like, no, screw you. You're not going to come in here and harass my people. They're trying to kill this one noble knight, but he's going to make it to safety. Maybe. No, he's still fighting. Just look how badass this is, guys. I mean, look at the immersion, the sense of the environment, and just how the battle, the engine is just so much better than the newer ones. I don't know what went wrong, but this is just so great. And then he's now flanking around the general's bodyguard, surrounding these Janissary heavy infantry. So kind of a risky situation for the Turks, and it really didn't pay off. As soon as the Cav ran away from the Janissary heavy infantry, he probably should have retreated. But these guys are mostly dead. They will not be able to withstand the dismounted chivalric knights. Chivalric, you know, same thing. So it seems like, and this is smart from the defenders, they're going to be holding this this area right here because they have the secondary wall to protect them as well. You can put some archers up here to support the troops fighting down in the field over here, which is just so awesome. The fact that you can do that in these types of sieges, you just can't do that in Warhammer. You know, those Warhammer siege battles, whoo, whoo. You know, just, oh my God, you want a great siege experience? Play Warhammer. No. No, but seriously, I mean, Warhammer is just awful in terms of siege battles. They have some cool mechanics in there, not gonna lie, but like, yeah, anyways, okay, so let's get back to the battle where the Turks are moving back the halberd militia. This is the same unit that charged out to try to take out those crossbows. Now they're going in to try to take out the French pikes. They do get they do get a decent charge there against these French pikes, but I think the pikes are going to be able to recover, especially since they're taking on a depleted unit of these Janissaries. And of course, we got the adventurers in the back there, supporting their pikes. We got more siege equipment pushing up, more Scots Guard. Yeah, the French really pushing up their archers without any kind of support. I'm surprised the defenders aren't trying to take advantage of that. Also, look at this. We got Emperor of the Great Unknown moving in some chivalric knights, to try to clear out the path here. Now Milan sending in some Italian spear militia and trying to support their ally, who he's got some Janissary heavy infantry, trying to cut down these chivalric knights. It's very nice, very nice. He's also got a Scots Guard stationed perfectly in the street here. And I like how we have a little bit of a sunset environment. It's a little darker here. That's why there's some lights going on. The soldiers are holding torches, as you can tell. Holding torches as they fire. That's really dangerous. They're holding fire-powered torches, obviously, next to their wooden bow. Like, what logic is this? Only in Medieval 2 Total War, and that's why I love it. These siege battles, man, they're just so good. I mean, just look at the environment. Look at this. Look how grand and huge scale it is. Now, to be fair, I think citadels are a little too big. Like, this is just like, look at this. This is all nonsense right here. I think you can make it smaller. But yeah, I mean, like, it's just... Now, let me make this clear. Medieval 2 siege battles are not perfect in every way. They have their problems. They've got their glitches. They've got their, like, you know... I think the biggest issue for Medieval 2 siege battles is that they don't really flow nicely from section to section. Do you get what I'm saying by that? And there's a really epic battle going on in this like open courtyard, I guess you could say. Really cool environment. But what I mean by that is when the French finally break through here, it kind of takes them a while to go to the next wall. It's not like a fluid, like you just keep progressing kind of thing. Like, I think Attila does that pretty well, where you like, once you get through the first wall, you just kind of keep progressing. But to be fair, most Attila settlements don't have multiple layered wall settlements. But that might be why for a reason. But yeah, the French charging in with the noble knights decide to fall back because Milan, this is really epic. A noble deed by the Milanese. Is that the correct term for the people of Milan? Milanese? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go with that. But they charge out to defend their archers here who are out in the open. It's like that. It reminds me of the scene of Lord of the Rings. I believe it's Return of the King. When you know, they're returning from Osgiliath from trying to defend it, and Gandalf has to run out there and he does the little beacon of light thing. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of. So cool. Yeah, they're gonna fall back, get their troops to safety. They're now preparing troops to hold this breach, and the handgunners are taking their position. Again, love how the walls crumble and you can set up archers on both sides and just an epic kill zone. I mean, does that not scream medieval? You know, these like really cool scenarios where the walls are down, you've got archers on both sides of the opening, and there's troops fighting down in between the walls. Like, that just reminds me of Kingdom of Heaven so much, and just gets my medieval juices flowing. All right, so yeah, more and more French troops coming in here, guys. And I think we're going to go ahead and... Well, hold on. Actually, I was going to say, I think we're going to make a little edit here until the French make their next assault. But we've got some pikemen flirting with disaster, hanging dangerously close to these handgunners, which, by the way, some of the handgunners are opening fire. See right here. But they are going for a charge. Check this out, guys. Got the French charging in with 2 units. Got 1 pikeman, 1 chivalric knights. Both of these units are being commanded by Scott. And Milan is sending out even his Genoese crossbowmen. I assume they're out of ammo. I hope to God they're out of ammo. That, or they're just trying to overwhelm the French. But you're not going to overwhelm chivalric knights attacking them head on. Trust me, these chivalric knights are going to hold for a long time. And you know what? I'm just going to keep pronouncing that name differently every time. Chivalric. Just every time. All right, there we go. He's retreating. That might have been a misclick. I think he's getting his crossbows out of there. But I mean, just look at this. Doesn't this look really cool? And like, the game aged really well. I mean, you would like, if I told you this game was over 10 years old, I think getting close to 12 years old, if I'm not mistaken, then you'd be like, no way. I mean, some of you might think it, but like, I don't know. Have you seen games that are 12 years old? Like, they don't look anything like this. So it sounds like more and more walls are breaking. So unfortunately, have you noticed that my frame rate goes to you know, let me just be frank about this, goes to shit when these walls start crumbling? That's because it has something to do with Windows 10, guys. The Ryan King had the same issue. He was really upset because when he was playing the game, the frames would just be awful when the walls were crumbling. And as soon as he uninstalled like Windows 10 and reinstalled Windows 7, it went back to normal. So it's like it's an operating system thing. Am I gonna do that? Probably not. Is it a big deal? Not really. It's just a little annoying. So here we go. More Genoese crossbows coming in. And there, it's a pretty close fight here between the French and the Genoese. Milanese? Is that? That's it. It just doesn't sound right. I don't know. But yeah, the Chivalric Knights, the pikemen have broken, but the Chivalric Knights, the Chivalric Knights, are still in the fray, still putting up a good fight. In terms of reserves, they've got about 3 units of swordsmen here. They've got their cav stationed over here. They actually, oh wow, they've got a huge force here, but this is not good though. Well, let's see what he's doing here. We've got some pikes mixed in with some Scots Guard, which I believe these Scots Guard have used up all their ammo. That's another very important... Oh, there's the Nafatoons. Oh, hot daddy. Look at these guys go. That's the game changers we want to see. The Nafatoons, man, they can break armies like no other. So they throw in their oil ponts there. And, they break those pikemen. Look at them. Did they shatter? No, they're just broken. But still, they're down to 14. Are you kidding me? I don't think that was all from the Nafatoons, but that was a good move there. Now Scott is upset. He's sending in his Scots Guard. There they go. Taking on the Janissary Heavy Infantry. Supported by the Nafatoons. And is he going to send in more? It's kind of surprising. I think he is. Don't send in 1 unit. Oh, that's not. See, that's another reason why you need to send in your troops. You just sit them there. They're going to get evaporated, literally, from the Nafatoons. And also, he's got some archer support. This is a really good. Look at that. Oh, look at them. That's a cool angle right there. That's a screenshot. Really good angle to the enemy. More Chivalric Knights getting peppered down by those Nafatoons. And the Scots Guard are doing good. I think that's why he's holding back these units. I don't think he should leave them out in the open. I think he should hide them behind the walls, left and right side. But I think the reason he sent in just Scots Guard is so he avoids friendly fire with his archers up there. And it's kind of working. I just think he's making a mistake here by leaving these Chivalric Knights out in the open for the Nafatoons to kill. Let's see what else is going on here. I think we've got a little bit of horseplay. Yeah, we actually had a little something happen here. Oh, yep, literally we have horseplay. Very, very good move here by the Turks. We missed it, but a little stroke of genius. We've got the... Excuse me, there's a little burp there. We got the Turks bodyguard going for a charge. I don't know if they completely killed the cannon crew. It looks like they did. And just like that, Emperor of the Great Unknown loses his cannon crew. And he even lost some archers over here. That's huge. That was a really good play by the Turks. Too bad we didn't see it as it was happening. But now they're going to return safely to the secondary wall here. It's just so awesome, man. And oh my god, a cav charge. We're just missing all these cav charges. Milan going for a charge. And they actually sally out to take on the Chivalric Knights. And there goes my frame rate because we have an arrow tower crumbling in the background. God bless Medieval 2. I really, really hope they come out with an HD edition. Now the French sending in the lances. Send in the lances. So awesome. Yeah, they're going to finish the job here. And they're going to protect the Chivalric Knights who are fighting. And I think they're going to be able to bust through here. Well, where's the Nafatoons? Oh, they're over here. Nafatoons are hiding because I think they were getting hit hard by the Scots Guard archers. The handgunners up on the wall. Let's see if the French push forward. I would. There's nothing stopping this cav. You got to run them, though. Run. Run. The Nafatoons might close in. Let's see if they close in. There they go. They do. Why is he just trotting? He needs to be full speed galloping through this gap. And now the Nafatoons and the Janissary Heavy Infantry are going to be able to close in and surround these Frenchmen who are just like minding their own business as they march through this opening. So, putting up a good fight, but let's see, more and more of this cav coming in. They've got the French cav right where they want them. They're sending them all into this big blob. I really hope they dedicate more soldiers over to that side, which it looks like they are, but I don't think these broken lances are going to be able to get over there in time before the French just kind of trample and kill all of the Janissaries. But it won't be without a cost. These lancers are going to suffer many casualties because yes, two-handed soldiers are not great against other like one-handed type soldiers, but they actually do a pretty good job of taking out cav. So, you know, it's not like the two-handed soldiers are all bad. And look at that. They actually killed all that French cav. What was that? That's something I gotta ask. What was that move right there? He just kind of let his cav die. Never really gallop your cav into a big blob like that. I think that never really ends well. And now Milan is actually sending some broken lances over to charge out and harass the archers of France. If only they had some cav left. And that's another thing with cav. You really got to make sure you use them wisely, because they would have been way better off charging archers at this moment. But look at that. The Scots Guards stand their ground, and the broken lances go for a charge. Come on, charge, guys. Scots Guard, they're good. They're going to put up a good fight. The Scottish. The Scottish. A great ally of the French at this time. At this time. Over here, we've got another cannon. It looks like they're Are they firing at... Oh, yes, they are. And they break because cannons are explosive, right? And they cause fear. And they actually break these broken lances who don't have the greatest morale. They're pretty good morale compared to most soldiers. But compared to, like, feudal knights and chivalric knights, their morale's not as good. And they actually break to that artillery. And with that one epic shot there, he's able to save his allies' archers. And now the French are sending in some chivalric knights to deal with these troops here. Milan. So yeah, I mean, oh, more artillery coming in. So I really, really like the fact that this battle is all over the place. I like the fact that we're seeing charges and counter charges from both armies, both alliances. Let's see what exactly they have here for their final stand. Now, Milan is really holding back a pretty elite force. The only thing I don't see is a lot of archers. He's got some archers. Hopefully they still have ammo. They're really going to need those archers, because if they don't have an archer presence at their last stand, they're just going to be sitting ducks against the enemy archers. So it's either one, get more archers back there to defend the final, like the keep, or two, try to get the enemy to exhaust all their ammo before they get to the keep. So is something crumbling? I'm getting low frames again. God, that sucks, man. I really hate that. That really sucks. Freaking Windows 10 destroying my classics games. All right, so is Milan going in for a charge? See, this is the tricky fight here, because these archers have a nice window to these broken lances. Oh, there they go. They're breaking the French, who are trying to push to the chivalric knights. It's a tough unit to crack, but they do break them. He's got his handgunners over here, but only like one of them are firing. That's very bizarre. I guess they just can't get an angle because of the walls here. So these archers are doing a good job. These crossbows taking out the enemy handgunners. And the handgunners are now moving, which is actually pretty smart from him. So it's looking pretty good. I think we're at a bit of a stalemate here at this point. But I really don't want to edit out or fast forward through any of this, because you never know. Like, these players have been crazy, like just going in with crazy charges. Alright guys, so I made a quick little edit there. We're seeing a lot of skirmishing from both these players. And what you see here is the Scots Guard scaling up the walls. I think they're trying to get a good position to fire down and try to kill their defenders, enemy defenders. And we also have a sally out here by the broken lances and the handgunners, who are trying to land some shots. But these handgunners, well, it looks like they got swords, and there they go. They got their guns out. And there they go. They're charging. The broken lance is doing a bold charge here. This is really risky, but he is going to get these gunners from France and take them out. Oh, that's... Wait, the general? Oh, Scott. Scott! You put your general with the gunners? The French general is right in the fight right in the front line, and he's dead. And right in the background, you can see more troops charging in. This is not good. It looks like France might just lose this siege battle because so far they've had some minor victories, but the defenders are just holding this settlement very well. I mean, it hasn't been perfect, but all things considered, it's been pretty smooth for them. They're actually sallying out the outer walls. And yeah, I don't see any more. I guess he's got a couple units on the walls up here. No, this is actually Emperor the Great Unknown. Emperor Great Unknown has put his troops up here, so this isn't even Scott's forces. Let's see, does Scott have any more? No, Scott might be out of the game. No, not completely. He still has the Scots Guard, who are guarding Scott. But yeah, that was, well, look at this. Milan's coming back. Well, I don't know why Milan's pushing so far out. Seems a little silly because now they're, oh wait, no, Scott's got some troops back here. So he's got some skirmishers. He still has a force that he can use to try to support his ally and still participate in the battle. But he's lost a lot nonetheless. There we go. He's opening fire on the backs of these broken lances. So yeah, that was a silly move by Milan to charge out that far. I'm not sure why he did that. Now they're about to get trampled by French knights. Look at that. Here they come. Here they go. Oh no, that's the general's bodyguard. So yeah, you always got to throw in a little Mordor music there. That's Lord of the Rings music. Oh wait, that's not Lord of the Rings. Whatever. You know what I mean. Some cinematic, highbrow music. I don't even know what I'm talking about. General's bodyguard doing all right. He might want to cycle charge out of there. But yeah, these, well, actually, they might be able to fight their way through this. Because the French are also surrounded. Even though they have Milan surrounded, the French are kind of surrounded. Well, let's see what else. Oh, the Turks are charging out. They've got their Nafatunes moving in. But why? Let's see. I think they're going to go for the Shivrik Knights who are about to charge in as well. Oh, Milan. Huge break by Milan. That's 3 units of pretty good units breaking. And there goes the Nafatunes. Point blank almost. I wonder if that's enough to break these guys. Get the Nafatunes out of there. No. He doesn't want to lose those Nafatunes. And it looks like he's going to. It looks like he's going to. That's unfortunate. I get it. He wants to be aggressive with the Nafatunes, but you also got to get them out of there when there's no hope for them. The Turks are now fighting brutally, trying to take the French archers, French skirmishers off of this this wall. But the French are putting up a good fight there. Very good fight. And now it seems like, to me, I think, you know what? The defenders they've paid their dues, right? They've paid their dues. They just need to send everybody to this point right here. Put up your final stand at the basically, I like to call it the keep. I mean, literally, this is the keep, but I call this last area the keep because it's just cool. Like, go fall back to the keep. Oh, they still have some cav. Oh, Milan still has some cav. That's interesting. I think it's his general too, though I'm not sure. But yeah, Milan's charging forward. I wonder if he's gonna try to land some charges on the archers. But yeah, it looks like the battle is kind of slowed down again. I really hope the Turks just retreat everything they have and send them to the final stand, because they just don't have enough to defend this outer area whatsoever. We got more French charging up here to support. It looks like the French have taken control of these walls again. Yeah, Turks just abandon the 3rd layer of the wall, fall back, retreat, get out of there. Your men are going to be destroyed. Just destroyed. Evaporated. Evaporated. Oh, wait a second. Let's hold that thought, though. We've got the Milan going in, man. These defenders are just like, you know what? Leroy Jenkins. They just charge in their cav. It's insane. But we've got, you notice that the artillery, there's one missing. What happened here? You remember it's charged by the Turk commander? What happened to the artillery? Well, they actually had enough crew. See right here. They had 3 artillery crew left to grab one piece to help him destroy these walls, which he is going for these walls over here, which is actually pretty smart. Gotta get these archers out of here, though. Oh, no! See, that's one of the glitches of Medieval 2 Total War. When you have troops on the walls and you're telling them to run, and then the wall gets hit with a cannonball or whatever artillery, they stop running. and then you got to tell him again. So I don't think he realizes that his troops have stopped here. Now they are opening fire with the crossbows. There's a lot of Genoese crossbows. That's really good. Oh no! Get your Genoese boys out of there. Come on. Please. Oh, there's the cab charge. There's the cab charge from Milan. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go.
We have breached our enemy's wall.
Excellent. And there's the breach to the final section of the wall. Milan going in. I really hope this isn't his general, because now that they're stuck in place, they're getting destroyed by these crossbows. And man, crossbows are just so violent and so effective at taking out knights. It's really, it brings a tear to my eye in a bad way, not like a happy tear, like a, oh, this is really sad, seeing these knights get butchered by the bolts of the Aventurier. So they're gonna retreat and probably go back to the town center. The Turks, okay, good. The Turks are now falling back to the last stand, guys. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it to the point where the French make their final attack, their final assault. All right, welcome back, guys. They are falling back, but we got another charge here from Milan, and the French were ready. The French were ready, sending in their general's bodyguard, and that's going to be the last. It's almost as if Milan was like, they dishonored themselves, and they're like, we just got to charge into the death, and they just got butchered. Holy crap, did they get butchered? My God. So the French are going to be able to finally push in without being harassed. We got Turks who are mountain climbing right now and playing a little duck, duck, goose. Duck, 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 goose. Look at them. Like, what are they doing? I love it, man. I love the little glitches of Medieval 2. So he's got his Janissary Musketeers. Honestly, I wouldn't put them there. I just put them on the walls. I guess he's worried about enemy artillery. I'm not really sure. We got archers now firing at the Turks here. So the Turks are trying to defend this area as well. I mean, it's going to be tough. The good news is that he can always fall back and hold these two little pathways, which makes it a little bit easier. But it's still going to be tough to try to hold this alone. Milan needs to try to get his crossbows up on the walls whenever he can. He's got 4 healthy units, so the balance of power is dead even, guys. We're going to have one hell of an ending here. Alright guys, welcome back. Again, we made another big cut there. Mostly the French skirmishing, basically the two forces skirmishing each other. Now, Milan is charging out all of their depleted, retreated forces, like the forces that broke, and it's almost just like they have this like the king is ashamed of them retreating and giving up the outer walls, so he forces them to charge out. A lot like Osgiliath in the Lord of the Rings, but charging out to try to reclaim this even though it's hopeless. Or there might legit be an opportunity here of taking out enemy artillery, which it doesn't look like it's happening. But yeah, Milan just sending in their depleted leftovers. The French have now decided to push up a lot of their archers to skirmish at the defending the Turks. And the Turks are going to try to get them by surprise here and charge in the halberd militia. But we saw the halberd militia in action. They're not very good. The chivalric knights defending their archers as they sally out. Milan sending over. Is he going to charge out broken lances? Yes, he is. Charging out the broken lances from the final last stand. Let's see if he goes in. Okay, let's go. Come on, charge. Charge. The Turks are breaking here, but Milan's sending in more forces. He's really blobbing them up, though. Blobbing up his troops. Nafatoons are throwing. There's Nafatoons. So most of the Turk infantry has died. It's all up to Milan here to put up a good fight. Balance of power. It's pretty much been dead even this entire battle. Percentage killed 66 to 68. Not that great for the attackers. So they still have an uphill battle. Literally uphill. Look at this hill they had to climb. And Milan is just duking it out. Duking it out. Aventurier charging in. They're sending in their archers. This is honestly, guys, one of the most epic parts of the battle, because I feel like whoever wins this one is going to win the this small little skirmish is going to win the overall battle. Now we got some Genoese crossbows charging in. The Nafatoons trying to get a good angle. Come on, Nafatoons. If you want any chance of winning this battle, you got to get those Nafatoons throwing.
Our enemy has command of the castle.
Yeah, of course they have command of the castle. It's Milan. It's their castle. Who've called in some Turkish mercenaries. And over on this side, the Turks are coming around the flank. They're coming around the flank. This could be huge, guys. I think they're going to go for the artillery. And there's the famous Hashashim, excuse me, who are going to be able to flank around and maybe, just maybe, get them by surprise. The French have noticed it at this point. They're setting up an epic line, epic shield wall of defense. There we go. There we go. Now we've got some halberds who are garbage, but it's better than nothing. Keeping the back ranks on their toes. And the French are doing their best to break through. Is there any more defending forces? Yes, we have 3 units of broken lancers. We've got some Genoese crossbows who are trying to open fire. Not a great angle, though. They have to fire really high up. And the Hashashim support. Is that Nafatoons I hear? Oh, it's 2 Nafatoons. And one's just kind of checking out the other Nafatoon. Like, dude, sick armor. Where'd you find that? No, he's throwing now. Oh, look at that arm. Dude, that guy can throw, man. Look at that arm. So now he's got more Janissary heavy infantry coming in. Hashashim putting up a great fight. This is an elite unit. Now we got Cav closing in. This is one hell of a finish, guys. Will the French have enough to break through? And now the Genoese have charged in their last reserve. This is it for the final stand of Milan, but it's also it for the final assault of the French assault here, the French attack. Let's see if they can hold, but my God, this is a very intimidating force, especially at this time in the battle where Milan has been very, very patient. And again, battle of attrition, holding back these troops and using them when it matters most. But will the French recover? I don't know. They're getting kind of scrambled over here. Oh my God, here comes the Turk bodyguard. And oh my God, the Turks are way back in enemy lines. The Hashashim, they're down to 11, but still going strong, chasing down retreating French forces. The bodyguard, though, getting caught out by the chivalric knights. He needs to get him out of there. He does not want to lose his general. It could be a huge morale loss. And it could be disaster for his plans. He does get the general out of here, except this dude, he's chilling. He's like day 23. Still don't realize they have a Turk in the ranks. You know, like what? Oh, there they go. They're going to charge over to this side. They have an opportunity to go for the artillery. Let's see if they go for it. The Nafatoons are causing many issues for the French over here. And the French are losing the fight. Jeez. I mean, I don't know. I think this one's... It seems like it's over. It seems like the defenders have this one under control. I love the animations here. Look at that. Finish him. Very nice. But yeah, Milan doing a great job of just reserving forces and fighting, trying to hold back these troops and using the best of them. But what am I trying to say here? Just he was really patient with his troops, and now he has healthy, strong forces for the final stand. Oh, the Turk general, though, what is he doing? Just get out of there. That's a losing fight. We still have some, what are these, handgunners? Oh, no. So that's 2 generals gone, 1 French general and the Turkish general. He's got, oh, this is sick. He's got his handgunners, the front line kneeling in the back line. Look at that. Look at that. Fire! Fire! Then we've got the Scots Guard up on this wall that are giving some nice archer support to his infantry. We've got just Turks everywhere, man. They're just attacking the French left and right and trying to get them behind enemy lines. General's bodyguard getting harassed by the Hashashim, but I think the Hashashim days are numbered, or minutes are numbered, because they are losing. And there's the French general, one of the last generals of the battle here today. We've got some archers holding back here. So, wait a second. Okay, good. I was like, What happened to Milan's forces? He decided to retreat them, which is not a terrible idea because of the archers who are harassing them. But once again, guys, I think we're going to make another cut and see what the French do to try to recover from this situation. I assume he's going to do something with the artillery. That's what I mean, I think that's the best plan of action. Try to get that artillery close range and try to kill as many as possible and break them. By the way, we've got one Janissary heavy infantry who's chilling back here. What a hero. What a hero. All right, guys, so I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, it seems like the French have finally decided to stop sitting around and skirmish the enemy. They're now going to push in their troops. But these dismounted broken lances, they need to go in and charge these archers. Just charge them. And they need to charge from two sides. This is actually not terrible from Milan. And there we go. He's going to charge in the rest of his forces. Both armies are just exhausted right now. And look at this. The balance of power is still even. Look at the percentage killed, too. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Wave 2 of this defense. And they kind of have Milan in a good spot. Let's see what the French are doing. They've kind of regrouped their forces. This is it, guys. This is it for their attacking force. Their artillery is... Where are they? Wait, do they... Wait, what is their artillery doing? They're way over here, trying to open up this wall. Milan is now going to charge out with his crossbows and try to take out that artillery piece. That's kind of bizarre. But these Shiveric Knights are going to be really tough for the Broken Lances. But the Broken Lances seem to be healthier and fresher. So they've got that going for them. Yeah, there's definitely more. There's more Broken Lances compared to the Shiveric Knights. They also kind of have them surrounded. But these Broken Lancers are kind of getting surrounded by the Scots Guard. I think Milan could have done a little better job of setting up the defense here. But he's not doing bad. The epic last stand of this battle. Let's see if Milan can hold against the French. And let's see if the French can break through against Milan. This is some like John Madden type commentary here. Just stating the obvious. That's all I've been doing for like the last 6 years or however long I've been doing YouTube. So these guys are looking good though. I don't know. I think France, they've got to send in more, which they are. They've got some Aventurier. I assume they're out of ammo. So that's going to be a lot of forces for them to kill. Even though the Broken Lances are probably better than the Aventurier in close combat, it's just numbers. The French at this point are just throwing numbers at them and hoping that the Milanese just don't have enough. So that's going on. Let's see what else is happening. Did they kill? Yeah, they killed the artillery crew. So they destroyed that. That was kind of smart from Milan to just deal with that. Get that out of there so they don't open up another breach point. One less thing they have to worry about. We've got 1 and 1 Janissary over here. Well, actually, one's Halberd Militia, one's Janissary. That's funny. I wonder what happened to the one that was over here. Oh, he's still over here. This guy's going to win this battle for the defenders. He's going to charge when it matters most. You just wait. You watch. So now that they have defended the other side of the battlefield, the Turks can send in whatever they have. Just send everything you've got at this point. This is it. This is the final fight. The final brutal fight between these forces. And here we go. What do we got here? We got some dismounted Chivalric Knights that he was letting them rest. That's why they're warmed up. And he's also got some Scots Guard up here. Look at this. That's going to be huge. That might turn the tide of this battle because right now it feels like the French are losing. He's using fire arrows too, so he could be trying to break the enemy. Some crossbows in the back here. This is a really good spot. You know what he needs to do with his reserves back here? He needs to silence these Aventurier because they have easy access to killing these guys point blank. He needs to charge his crossbows and take these guys out. He needs to send in more forces. But he's not. In fact, the Turks are going to be taking the long way around. In fact, they already have... There's the lone Janissary going for the general. Will he kill the general? No, he will not. Rest in peace, everybody. Press F to pay respects to the brave Janissary who thought he would change the outcome of this battle with his one swing of his halberd. Didn't happen. The general's still standing tall. That's funny though. But we got more Turks going around the flank, so maybe he's going to try to get the French by surprise. Though it was actually probably a bad idea to charge with that one Janissary, even though it was pretty epic. It's probably a bad idea because it probably notified the French player like, "My lord, our general is under attack." And so now he's looking at that area and he'll see that flanking charge. There we go. He's finally taken out the Aventurier. This is really big. Oh, the French are breaking. The French are breaking. Balance of power still even though. It's 89 to 90% in terms of percentage killed. Come on, take these guys out quickly. He's got his Scots Guard firing their arrows. Whoa, the general has been killed. Oh my god, the French general has thrown himself away, going after Nafatoon, which is a reasonable target to go after, but he loses his general, which could be huge as the French morale has now been shaken. He's got Scots Guard fighting in the back, trying to take out the Janissary Musketeers, just trying to hold the back line against these Turks. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, the French probably don't. Oh, massive break. Yep. He's now starting to break. Oh, no. I think that's the nail in the coffin, guys. I think that's it. Because the French lost their general. And with no general, your morale is just not going to hold. Now, they still have to deal with these crossbows up here. And he's got some Scots Guard up here, so... Another thing is Milan needs to keep his general alive. If he dies, it could be a disaster. And I think the Turks are going to be able to clean this up if I'm not... Well, actually, the Scots Guard are putting up a good fight. General's bodyguard's still alive, which is a big concern. And it looks like his Nafatoons are dying, which is really unfortunate.
They are craven and not fit to be called true men.
Oh, the French. Okay, so the entire... Yeah, this force is done. This entire his ally is out of the battle. Out of the battle. Okay, can I see the battle, please? Can I zoom in? There we go. But this force right here is not exactly super strong. And he's going to be fighting for these walls here. It's going to be pretty tough. I think he should take it, though. Oh, my God. Milan loses his general at one of the most critical moments of the battle. And that could be the end for Milan as well. So it's now an even playing field. Both generals have died. It looks like it's going to be disaster here for them. Oh my god, disaster for both forces. France is hanging on by a thread over here. I mean, I like the idea of flanking around like this with the Turks, but I think they were better off just holding in here. Because then they couldn't have gotten charged by Cav. But then again, he did kill the general, so... It was a good move. It was a good move overall, I think. Oh, he's still got his musketeers with ammo. I heard them firing their guns. They got to kill this bodyguard though. This bodyguard's just like slicing through him like a hot knife through butter. A hot knife through butter. Where are these gunners going? They're just falling back. What are you doing, gunners? So one of the players admitting defeat. The French. Still holding. This is the critical moment right here. So, when I said the death of... Look at that. It's actually in favor of the French. The French might actually win this one. Holy crap. It was because of the loss of the Genoese general, or Milan's general. And I don't think it's Milan's fault. Because at this point, you kind of just have to send in everything you have, including the general. It just happens. It just happens in Medieval 2. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. So we're at the final couple minutes of the battle here, guys. It's been a tough one. It was a real grind fest between these two forces. But I mean, this is the kind of stuff that happens that makes these games so exciting and so much fun. Milan's got to defeat the French here quickly. The Turks need to send over. I know it's just 2 guys, but they need to send them over. Oh no! Milan is breaking! Milan is breaking! And that means the French are going to take this one. There's nothing standing in their way. They've got the Scots Guard. They've got all their archers up here. All they have to do is take it. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and fast. Yes, they flee. Now they need to chase them down. They need to chase them down so they don't. Oh no, they're glitching out. Keep running, Milan. They'll recover once they get to the town center. Let's see. Come on, get to that town center. There they go. Now just hold there. But do these guys still have arrows? If they still have arrows, it's over. Yep, they still have ammo. It's over. They're just going to sit back and skirmish them. And so, very wisely, he's going to charge in. So there we go. That is certainly the end of the battle, guys. What a fight. At one moment, I thought the French threw it away, but they were able to come back by killing Milan's general. So, holy crap. Oh my god, Emperor of the Great Unknown got a big old backpack, getting 1,400 kills. By the way, this was sent in by Emperor of the Great Unknown. I didn't want to say that at the beginning because it would give it away, but thank you, Emperor, for the battle replay. This was a good one. Actually, the Turks getting more kills than Milan, but only 400 kills for Ball Scott 88. So here's the kills of the 2 French armies. You can see how each unit performed. You can pause it wherever you want to look. So that's going to wrap it up for today's epic siege battle. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, share, and of course subscribe for more epic battles. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this one, and I'll see you next time.